Hey guys at All Things Bulldogs Podcast. Tune in every Tuesday night and get around and support the boys. How the doggies?
G'day, doggies fans, All Things Bulldogs. And it's 6 days till Vegas. In America, it'll be 5 days tomorrow. It's crazy. But we're going live on Instagram. We're going live on YouTube and Facebook with Dogfather. And we've shared it around. We've already got a few people online. We'll wait for a few more. We're going to be going every night leading into Vegas. I hope, if I survive that long. It's getting so close now. But how are you going, Gas? What's happening, my friend?
For a Monday, we're going good, guys. Great for a Monday. It's coming around fast, guys. The team's over there. They're doing all sorts of wonderful things. It's all exciting news at the moment. We're past the Sunday, so we're on the home stretch now. It's all downhill from here, guys. We're just rolled down to the game. So where's everyone watching the game from as well? Let's see about that as well. See what people are doing, depending on where you are. For those that are
anyone
not,
who's in Vegas, Vegas, I was supposed to arrange this with a few people, but we'll see if we can do some lives this week. If anyone's willing to come on at what time is it in America at the moment? 2 a.m., something like that.
Very, very early. I usually look at it from the Gulf side, so they usually, depending on where they are, it's very early at the moment.
Yeah. We'll try and organise that with some peeps. Welcome, Lucas, and thank you so much. Remembering we're carrying across $10 from last week to this week.
1:30 in the morning Vegas time now.
There we go. So look, we might be able to get some excited people to come on and live stream from Vegas with us. We'll see what we can
they'll
do.
Still be out. They'll be on their way home. G'day, Aki. They'll be on their way home. 1:30. They'll still be, cashing in some chips and stuff. Who knows?
G'day, Kyle. That's me son. One of my sons.
G'day, mate.
He's our backyard YouTube. G'day, JB.
JB.
G'day, Showy68. And welcome to our latest Dogfather member.
G'day, Bulldog Mike.
He's at Reesby Workers.
This week, he'll be watching at Riversby on Sunday.
Yes.
I
thought you were watching us at Reesby Workers right now. I'm like, have you hacked into the TV and live streamed oh my God, I can't talk, the podcast. 19 hours behind they are.
Yes.
So Bulldogs Mike, I'll have to give you send you a little audio message. Thank you from the Dogfather.
Oh.
I get really confused because there's so many Bulldogs Mikes and Mick Cools and that. I'll need to find out what your handle is on Facebook or Instagram, buddy, so I can send you stuff. So send us a message. James Formosa, he can't wait for Vegas. I'm predicting Ciraldo will have to pay for the coffee card on his return.
Let's hope so. Let's hope there's a donut there with the coffee, guys.
Welcome, Ziad Amiliaj. Thanks, brother. Much appreciated, Mike. And guys, look, we understand it's Ramadan at the moment, so people are eating and whatever else and getting that nourishment. Feel free to watch us while you do it.
God, you should be finished eating by now, guys. Come on. It's, you don't eat that much when you're fasting. Come on, guys. I was done like ages ago. Come on. Yay, Robbie. There's a good chance I'll see you there. Good chance I'll see you there.
Canterbury Leagues. So, look, Gas, are you going to broadcast live from Canterbury Leagues on Sunday or what?
Yes. The only thing I'm trying to find out at the moment is whether they'll let us have the banner in the Leagues Club as well.
Oh, wow. That'd be wonderful.
I think they need to let us in with the banner. Come on, guys. Especially, they're going to be doing live crosses back and forth. We need to have some color in there. What do you guys think? Should we get the banner into Canterbury Leagues? I think we should. As long as we're somewhere at the back, or not blocking people's view, I can't see why not. Timmy, g'day, Timmy. Michael's frozen. It's okay. Yeah, we need to start well. We don't want to be all that way. You're right, Kangaroo Killer. I'll just continue while Michael's looking beautiful as he is there. We've lost Michael. That's all right. Yeah, it's I'm sure the team is taking no shortcuts.
Hey guys,
They're taking no shortcuts. Yeah, he's back on his phone probably.
am I on the screen?
You're on the screen now. We lost you there for a few seconds.
Yeah, my computer just went. Bzzz. So
Okay.
about to restart the computer, guys, and then there might be two of us online. So take it away, guys.
Yeah, Kangaroo Killer. The doggies are doing everything they can to keep the same routine that they keep here. So they're still having their day off on the same day, on the Wednesday. They're still doing everything the same routine. They went and had a training today at the Raiders Institute, like where they play over there, where their NFL team plays. Some huge, big facility there. I'm sure you guys would have maybe seen some photos. Really, really good stuff they've got there. So that wasn't even planned for them. They didn't know about it. Ciraldo kind of sprung on them late, and there was a big cheer by the boys. Apparently, it's a very expensive, very big facility there where they train. It's really good. So jump on there and have a look. Hey, Timmy, welcome. G'day, Bulldog Nick. Jack Todd. Hasn't been asked yet today, but I'll let Michael get into that one a bit later as well. But I think the latest that we've got potentially might be just what Gus is saying, just in recovery mode still to getting back to normal.
I think he was named for New South Wales Cup the other day.
There you go.
I'm not sure if he played, though. I didn't watch the New South Wales Cup trial. I watched the SG Ball and the Harold Matts. Bit of a Jersey flag.
G'day, James.
G'day, James. How you going, mate? And thank you so much, brother.
Thanks, mate. On fire early.
So we're up to $15.
Jersey today.
What are we going to get? What are we giving away?
He got his Carraz jersey today, so he feels it's going to be a good year. Yeah, there you go.
He's not donating his jersey. I can't read. I'm donating my Carraz jersey to Michael Jeffrey once they find a 12XL to fit him.
No, he said that he said that if you can fit into that jersey, you can keep it.
Well, on Sunday, I also start my walk 31 days straight of a minimum of 3 kilometres of
Every
walking
day.
trips, replicating the Kokoda track. I'll tell you, if you go down to Cedar Creek, Rock Pools, not Cedar Creek Falls of Mount Tambourine, that's a nice hike as well. But I'll tell you what, really good hike. And my knees and ankles are feeling it today. But just trying to get going again on my computer, guys. So I'll let Gas take over.
Make sure you all go on there, guys. Michael will share it again. Go on there and support him, and he's raising some money for an awesome cause. So go on there and throw some money his way. It's only everyone does a small amount. It gets him to his target, hopefully. So when he's doing his walk every day next month on his dodgy knees, he can keep pushing along with knowing that he's got all of you on his back pushing him as well.
I'm going to leave this stream now and then come back on the other one. See you soon, guys.
I'm guessing, Joby, you're saying it would be cool. I'm hoping for the banner. I'm hoping if I can track back in time on that question. Shall we? Be a big doggies win, hopefully. I'm guessing the red V team has been stuck together with glue for 5 minutes. You need more time than that for combinations to work. Yes, we'll soon find out. I mean, look, it's going to be desperation there by both teams. So the doggies will be definitely hungry to build on what they did against Newcastle the other day, to keep that going and to keep us moving in the right direction. So, Timmy, where are you watching the game from? Watching the game from home with his friend who supports the Dragons. Oh, friendly fire, mate. Keep it civil, please. You would go to Kenny Lee's, but I don't know if they will let my friend in. I'm sure there might be some non-dog supporters going, because I noticed in a lot of the games, if you guys notice, and I'm sure you guys will probably share, there's a lot of husband wives that are supporters of each of those teams. There's a lot of Bulldog and Dragons, a lot of Bulldog and Eels. There's a lot of those sort of combinations. So you see the husbands and wives turning up together, sitting together at the stadiums, and they're both wearing their respective jerseys. So I can't see why that wouldn't happen. But just hopefully, if they do turn up to the Leagues Club, they will be isolated when we're destroying them. Hopefully.
Oh, I'm just going to cut in. Good stuff. Thanks, Showy, mate. I'll donate. I'll donate $7 or $6.50 of that to the walk. But what I'll do is I'm going to go live quite a few times while I'm walking, and I might just stream through here through All Things Bulldogs. Got the biggest, obviously, access there, and I think it's a good thing to do. And that way, if people want to, they can see me actually doing the walk and want to donate. They can. If not, they can keep me company while I walk, which will be just as good. But I really appreciate that, Showy 68.
Thanks, Showy.
And I'm in love with the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders' colours. Does it really matter what colours they're wearing, mate? All right, guys. So look, I'll add that to the total, but mate, so we're up to $25.
And for those of you who want to contribute to Michael's cause, there is another website that will go straight to the cause as well. So it'll go to his tally as well in there. So I'm sure he'll add this one as well from him. But yeah, there's another one that you can put straight in there, and you can put messages, I think, as well, well wishes as well for him as well.
Timmy, we'll talk about Cleary later, brother. But look, I think it's the right. I'd expect Gus Gould to say something similar, to be honest. The right decision's been made. However, it's the wrong decision as far as consistency, all the shit that they're talking about and wanting to achieve. I don't know, unless they could prove that he actually didn't hit him in the head with the shoulder, didn't run out of the line to do it, one out. Like, to think Josh Curran missed a game last year, at the start of last year, from a trial match where Matt Burton leveled Jack Gizelwelski, or however you pronounce his name, sorry about that, to the fact where he's fallen into Josh Curran, who's standing there laterally, and got his back bent, like he's not standing up full strength, his back's bent. Yeah, pretty bloody annoying. I know that was 12 months ago, and I know we had a reset after they had another crackdown, and then the reset was really good when they brought in the, mitigating circumstances, which I actually think was the best part. I felt that they took the headlines away, like when Pat Carrigan missed out on that prelim where they beat the Panthers. Obviously a big win not having him in the side. That everyone knew that was the right outcome. You know what I mean? Like there was no fighting it really. 1 week, fair enough. Got to play in a grand final and be a grand final winner. This game, first game of the season, they usually are a little bit more tougher at this time of the year. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But the
Let's hope
thing
it's a
with
precedent,
any
Michael.
judiciary case, with any judiciary case, they cannot use that outcome to protect any other person's case. So that's how they get away with it. What's happening, mate?
So let's hope that's a precedent that they've set as well. So
Yeah.
if it's going to be like that from now, hopefully it's something they carry on for the rest of the season. So along with that change, like you mentioned as well, so the mitigating circumstances. So
Yeah.
g'day, Reg.
G'day, Shreg.
G'day, Elaine.
Shreg, I've forgotten your name. You said hello on Facebook, and I've already forgotten your name, and I knew I would. Bloody hell, Shreg. Tell me your name, brother.
What's your name? Tell me what's your name.
Elaine. Big congratulations to CJ. You got the last try of the match, backing up after a good pass from Jai Callahan, who had a pretty good game, much better game than round one. Still probably tries too hard. CJ only got about 17, 18 minutes. And it was a really good game, actually. It wasn't. It was annoying because the Dogs had led 26-0. Then the Roosters basically had the next 9 sets in a row from about 7 minutes before half-time till about halfway through the second half, where they got a penalty every single set. And sometimes it was, and then kids in these grades, they can't tackle for more than, it's rare they make 12 tackles in a row at any part of the field. That's just a problem across the whole junior spectrum that I think happened when they brought in Toyota Cup. Like you used to see good defense in the lower grades. Now they really let them show their attacking ability and work on those defensive systems as they go through it and age and stuff. But yeah, the Dogs boys didn't get a set with the ball for the next, it seemed like 25 minutes, and conceded 6 tries. So they had 5 tries on the board, then conceded 6, and then got 3 tries at the end to run away with it by 14 points. So well done to the SG Ball side. They've had 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 bye. Harold Mats are undefeated. They actually did it the reverse way. They were down 16-0. And Baby Critter, who I'm pretty sure is Satili Tupanua's little brother, but I'm not 100% sure. Someone said that he is, but I still want to get a double confirmation on that from someone, probably, who knows.
Maybe Satili.
Well, he looks like Critter. Even when he's sitting hunched on his haunches after he does something, like all these mannerisms, it's like he watches Critter 24/7 on how he moves, talks, acts, walks. The guy's just got the swagger, the whole thing, but he's only 16 or 17. And
there's the message from Elaine, mate. No relation.
No relation. There you go. I was asking the wrong person, wasn't I? Thank you, Elaine. No relation to Toops. So we'll call him Baby Critter. That's his nickname. And I'll tell you what, that offload that he got to set up our second try was phenomenal. But look, a player of that size and athleticism at that grade has a massive advantage over some of the kids who aren't halfway finished developing. So you see how good they are when they get into flag and that sort of thing. And not all of them, when they get to that elite level, some of them don't have some of those players that are really dominant down low aren't as good when they get to the elite level because they can't bully people as easily and stuff. And that's why only 2 or 3% make it. So, Joby's joined.
Welcome, Joby.
And he's put in $3. Thank you, brother. What a champion. I should be charging you for all the phone calls anyway. One of your babies. Thank you so much, Joby. Very, very happy to see you as a member of All Things Bulldogs. And guys, we're now up to $28. Who gets the bench spots? Well, I want to talk about this because we did our article on why it was a great thing, and it actually raised a few debates. So it's a good way to lead into our team as well with the competition, guys. You name your 17. It's now 90 minutes before kickoff is when the competition will close, because the NRL's made another rule change, apparently, that the teams have to get it in 90 minutes early, not 60 minutes early. They'll name a 19-man squad 90 minutes before, so I'm pretty sure that's how it's working. And then the 17 players that they use will be the winning combination to win yourself a footy head shirt. And there's a new Dogs of War shirt that's out and looks amazing. Plus, there's plenty of others. You go get a under the sombrero cat one and go when you go to a Roosters game or something, make fun of them. Or under the cap, and it says it's just a sombrero over the top. I think that's really, really crafty.
I'm just going to catch up with a few chats, Michael, before we move into the teams, okay? So
yeah, because I'm going to talk about that, guys, and about the article and stuff. So I want to really mention that. We're going to talk about Jackson Topine. I'll talk mainly about that as well.
So the shirt that you were supposed to get into, mate, it's a small, so you can forget that. I don't even think you'll get that on your in one arm.
I'll be coming out to Silkstone, brother.
Timmy's asking if the Footy Heads Vegas shirts are still available after the weekend. I can't see why not, mate. So I'm sure that he'll be able to run one off for you if you need one.
And we can get you a 15% discount, mate, if you need it.
And thanks, Joby. Yes, you were talking about. So Joby agrees, guys. Anyone else? If we go to the Leagues Club on Sunday, we want to have the banner up there with us, guys. I think they should let us bring it into the Leagues Club. So that should be fun. We had a chat about the judiciary already. Zreg is saying his name is Ryan, mate. Come on, how can you forget Ryan? Just think of the guy with the what's that? The guy
Warren Ryan. It's Warren Ryan. That's who's actually here. It's
there you go. G'day, was my old PE teacher. G'day, mate.
Coach number 5, isn't he? No, he was coach number.
No, there's a bit more. No, a bit more than that. If he was 5, mate, they were doing one a year at those early years, man.
Yeah.
So they were the guys were coaching. I don't know if it was because of the war or something. They were coaching one year, then the next year there was a coach, and then they'd come back in 2 years and have another year. It was if you've been seeing the countdown, guys, you'll be seeing a lot of those stats that we were posting on there. So all the coaches and everything. And scary eyes. So the countdowns had an upgrade as well, guys. We're now also counting down the leading try scorers, the leading goal kickers, the leading point scorer, leading most games played. Also the 8 inductees into the Hall of Fame. We're counting those down as well. So yeah, the countdown's coming through. It's basically on American time. It's supposed to be coming out at midnight every day, but I've just been sending it out a few days early. So tomorrow when you're looking at it, it'll say day 5, which it is. And don't worry about the time zones, guys. It's accurate. So the judiciary system is a debacle. Yes, Andy. Andy, you back in Australia, mate? Are you back in Australia, ready to go, or are you still in Bali? Can't wait. Bring it on. Yes.
Yeah, g'day, Melissa, and good shout out to you, Melissa. I haven't seen you on the lives, but Melissa's been a paying member for quite a few months at different times, and quite the chef, I'm pretty sure, as well.
Oh, wow.
Seen lots of posts of some nice looking dinners.
Yes.
Shout out to you, Melissa.
Welcome, Melissa.
Andy's saying it's a total cash cow. Is that the judiciary, you reckon?
He must be on the judiciary, yeah. He's still talking about it being a joke. So, yeah, they're just obviously a cash grab. So it's Go, mate.
Man, we actually there's about 50 comments to choose from. We always click the same one at the same time.
It's fun, guys. It's all fun. So coming down now. So there was a bit of a chat there about Hull KR. Nearly performed the Cardinal Seal. I don't think so, guys. You have to look at it as a perspective. I don't think
they
so.
They didn't find touch.
That was the biggest thing in the game. That was Andrew Farrow, 1986. Didn't find touch. Come on. Yeah. Don't. It's the worst thing you can do in the game, yes. But the Broncos, we always knew they had a lot of points. We spoke about it last week. I think I did tip Hull KR, I think, Michael, and I think you went the Broncos. But
no,
you said they had a lot of points. Did you? Yeah, you said they had a lot of points. But I said to you that Hull would win, and I was just it's a tough game over there. I don't know why. Look at Panthers. They never managed to get a Challenge Cup. It's a tough one.
Definitely
to win over there. It was 0 degrees. Oh, we can go through the replay, guys. We'll have a look. We'll check it later. Everyone can review it and see what happened. But it's a tough one to win. So, but they came back strong. It was a good game. But Reece Walsh was still doing his usual business, still running on full tilt. So he's going to be dangerous starting the year. Looks like he's got himself ready. We were talking among some people, and they were saying how smart Reece Walsh is. He's actually one of the best guys that you've got. I found out from some friends in the know that he's got a lot of insight and does a lot of video and a lot of everything to learn about every player in the NRL. So, very switched on. So for all his sort of casualness that you see and funny drinking habits, he is a very switched on guy and does a lot of homework on all the players in the NRL. So if he knows something about you, a tendency that you've got or something, he'll exploit that. So that's what he's got. Where are you at now, mate? What was that run, guys? Seriously, James, what was that run? Did you see the way he ran over Edwards? New South Wales Australian fullback. What was that run? That was unbelievable. That was shades of Jonah Lomu. Remember Jonah Lomu? Anyone who remembers rugby union, All Black, big Jonah Lomu, and I'm talking a big Jonah Lomu. That run that he did the other day, trampling over people all the way to the try line, that was ridiculous. Young Lomu, there you go, Showy.
I think didn't they debut him at the end of last year as well?
Might have been, yeah. Yeah, he's obviously added some muscle in the off season as well, or whatever he's done.
Some people have just got an internal strength.
Welcome, James. Thank you for that.
Oh, thank you again, mate.
Is that another James?
Yeah, another James. Well, thank you so much, mate. So what? We're up to $38. What are we giving away at $50, Gas?
I don't know. What have you got planned, mate? We've already got something lined up for. What you got? Something lined up for Andy? Whoa.
Got some big
I'll tell you what, guys. If he gives you the sticker, I'll get it signed by your favorite player. How's that? All right. I have to get Critter's signature on the flag for Andy, so I might as well get someone else's signature too. There you go. Elaine's going to donate a shirt. There you go, Michael. She saved you. Elaine is going to donate a shirt. Thank you, Elaine.
So that'll be an official Bulldog shirt, part of the merch, or you. I'm not sure.
She'll send us a photo. She'll send us a photo. Don't worry.
Oh, beautiful. Well, what I'll do is I'll get her to. We'll send it down to you, mate, and or you can go meet Elaine at a game or something. Go watch the juniors, do a live stream or something.
No worries.
No, don't worry about your actual life, mate. Like, I've got you covered. All right. Thank you so much, Elaine.
Thanks.
Elaine also donated. So did Benny. Trisha, a couple of other, and some Bulldogs followers and fans that I've actually never really met or heard from. So really appreciated. have donated to the walk that I'm doing. Elaine says, whoever wins needs to message me with the size Vegas t-shirt. Oh, beautiful. Excellent. That makes it easy. Beautiful. We'll get that happening. Thank you, Elaine. That is wonderful. So it's going good, guys. We're 30 minutes in, and we still haven't named our team yet. And it'll take a little bit longer. But what we're going to do is I'll just go over this rule change again, why it's a good thing. So now, initially when I was writing the article, I was suggesting that in my head, I'm like, it's probably going to be a disadvantage for the Bulldogs because we've been so good at selecting that versatile bench and our players are able to cover a lot of positions and able to move pretty seamlessly through what they do without too much disruption. Yes, it always costs you a little bit, but we seem to do it a bit better than other teams. The toughest times have been, though, when we've lost those big fellas early with the HIA. But this rule enables teams to carry an extra outside back, to carry an extra forward if they want, an extra half, an extra number 9. So they can sort of carry the players that we were already carrying in our 4-man bench. They can carry them in their extended 6-man bench, and it sort of will make most benches very, very similar. But still, there's going to be a lot of critical. Are you still there, Gas?
Yeah, I'm here, mate.
Oh, look, you just frozen on my screen, buddy.
Yeah.
My internet, obviously. Oh, thank you, Trish. Beautiful. Thank you very much, Trish. Much appreciated. Trish and Elaine have donated, and Benny, and others as well. Sorry, just getting back. So yes, it was. So most teams will be very similar with the makeup of their bench, which sort of, if you look at it from just semantics, just looking at it, it means that it takes away our advantage a little bit. But what I will say is have a look at the positions that our players have played on the field in the last 3 years under Ciraldo. We've had Cherry play right. We've had Cherry play left. We've had Jonathan Sewer play most of the season on the right last year and the year before. Switches to the left in the last game, blitzes it. Plays on the left in the trial matches, blitzes it. We have Inari Tuala's played left and right. We've got Stephen Crichton starting on the left. He played left and right at Penrith. They often switch from side to side. Galvin can play both sides of the field. Haywood, I'm sure, can play both sides of the field. I've seen him play right edge in defence, and I've seen him play left edge in defence as well, if needed in the halves. I'm sure Sean O'Sullivan can play left or right edge. Jacob Preston can play left or right edge. You're getting the drift. Josh Curran can play left or right edge. It doesn't confuse them with the matchups of the numbers. So that does still give us a huge advantage that if someone loses a left centre, like Latrell Mitchell, for example, they've got to have another left centre on the bench. Now, they might have someone who they might be able to make it work, because I'm sure Jack Whiten could swap sides and all that sort of thing, but it's going to cause disruption where they've got to swap people all the time rather than just keep everything the same and just take out one and put one on from the bench, if you know what I mean, instead of having to put your centres into second rowers and all that sort of stuff, or your second rowers moving into centre and then having to deal with that. So many different options the Bulldogs have got, and it's better for us in a way, because if we can carry Tupanua, Hayes, Curran on that bench with Kurt Mann. Now, Kurt Mann's definitely going to play, and you'd suggest that Hayes and Tupanua are going to play, and then you've got the option of playing Curran, maybe Turpin or O'Sullivan. I think one of those two will be named in the 6-man bench. And then you've got, I reckon they put an outside back unless they're really confident that they can just put one of the halves in and then maybe move Birdo out to the centres or something, which the problem, I know we don't, I don't like saying move Burton to centres, but the problem is he's in the top 2 centres in our team as well as being the best 5'8" in our team and overall half in our side, in my opinion. So it's just one of those things. What makes our team stronger? Curry and Anari Tuala as your 19th man. If we lose a Stephen Crichton or we lose somebody if we lose Carraz off the wing, Anari just slots straight in. You can go centre, wing, doesn't matter. You know, we've got all bases covered, can play both sides of the field with everyone out there. There's only a few specialist positions in our team, and that would be kicks on the left edge and maybe, Leo Thompson and Max King in the middle, and a Sam Hughes in the middle. Everyone else can basically play anywhere. So it's a really good thing to have. And what I'm seeing with a lot of the juniors, and they might not be communicated with this accurately, I don't know. But I'm seeing juniors get used in lots of different positions, trialled in a lot of places. No questions asked. You got David Bryanton playing halfback. He was a fullback, Australian schoolboys fullback, put in a number 7 straight up. Is that going to be the long-term plan? Don't know, but does that make him a better footballer? Probably does. So lots of good stuff happening with our kids in that way, but obviously it's tough being the parent of a kid in rugby league. I don't think I could handle it at all. I'd have to go to another country and not watch their games because I'd want to rip people's heads off. Wok taught at Belmore, boys. He certainly did.
He finished his last year in 1989. That was his final year. And I was the final recipient of his Excellence in PE award. So it was a good achievement on my part. But I did get along with him. But it was always good fun. He used to bring the guys for City Country down. They used to come down and mill around, and then they used to take off and head off to the country wherever they were playing. It was good fun.
James has just put in the extra $12, so we're up to 50.
Thanks, James.
Mate, you don't have to. I bloody hell, mate, but you're in the running. You're in the running for a Las Vegas shirt. I'd suggest it's probably one of the footy head ones. I'd say Elaine's going to purchase one on the winner's behalf, which is essentially donating $50 to this podcast by doing that. So that's just amazing. Thanks to everyone. And if anyone else wants to throw in and go in the draw, you can. The more in it, obviously. Yeah, but I'll stop talking about the money now. Thank you so much, James. I really appreciate it, mate. And hope you're doing well. Big shout out to the little fella and to your beautiful puppy, which is absolutely nuts. G'day, Tani. I love your image there, bro. I don't know if you're a bro or a girl because I know plenty of Tanis that aren't blokes. I hope you are well, my friend, and beautiful day to you, and thank you for watching. Going back to James's comment, yeah, I haven't finished watching it yet. There was a lot of really juicy segments that came out of that interview. Obviously, look, there's a bit of there's 3 sides to every story, guys. Understand that, and Ciro, Ciro's going to give you a really good version of everything. That's that's that. How do I say it? I love what he said. Put it that way. So that'll do me. And I really love the comment. Reed's got my number if he's confused or doesn't understand. Pretty sure we had lots of conversations about it, but made it all about Bailey Haywood, and nice interview as well with Danny Wheeler, with Bailey, sort of getting him to buy into some of that noise that's around him. And I just hope Bailey has a really good season. I know he will. The club's got so much faith in him, and they've gone all in. And I think when our club goes all in on people, they generally respond for our club. We've seen it numerous times. You just got to. Yeah, everyone seems to remember, when we bring in an import on a multiple year deal and it doesn't work out. But there's lots of players they've shown faith in. And what is it? Harry Hayes till 2029, Bailey Hayward till 2029, I think, as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge faith. If you've trusted the club, as Gus said last year, if you trusted the club to take you this far, don't get off the bus now. We're only a few stops to the destination, guys. Oh, thank you so much, Andy.
Thanks, Andy.
Hell yeah.
And there's a message from Tani. And
what Tani's it? Oh, Tani is a girl. Lovely to meet you, Tani. Hope you're well.
Wasn't Tani related to Tay Cochran? Is that Tani?
Oh, you Tay Cochran's.
Tani, aren't you friends or relation to Tay Cochran? I'm pretty sure, was it? Off memory.
I think that's true. You got to get Tay onto our podcast, Tani. And Andy's donated again. Thank you so much.
So anyone who donates today, guys, you're in the running for a Footy Heads Vegas shirt of your choice and size. So we've already hit the limit. So if you jump in now, you go into the running as well. So when Michael does his selector and then spins the wheel, you could be on there. And there's another one now.
Oh, I got the Tay Cochran photo. Oh, thank you, Shreg. Thank you,
Ryan. Come on.
I got in just in time.
And yes, there's the Tay Cochran. Yep, there you go, guys. Michael's doing some recruitment.
I will do a big story and put it on Zero Tackle as well. And there'll be a few. Yep, I really want to do some on the younger fellas from SG Ball. But Tay has he's had a lot of big comments from Gus, and he's just amazing to watch. Such a big step, big heart, learning the defensive game. Big journey for the kid. And he's over in Las Vegas. Can you imagine that?
Let's catch up to a few chats, Michael. So Kangaroo Killer was asking why the 90-minute change?
It's to do with broadcasting and TV as usual. They just want to make sure they've got it all. I'd say they like to be prepared, these TV broadcasters. So if they've got the team list earlier, it enables them to be more prepared with their notes and what they talk about and stuff.
And there's one other thing as well that they've
and when
discussed.
Steve Roach doesn't know who the player is, and it really helps.
And one other thing that's a part of the reason as well is they love to do all those pre-game interviews as well with the players and coaches. This gives them a little bit more time to make all that work while they're getting ready for the game as well. So they're not sort of squeezing everything into that last sort of 60 minutes. They might have a couple of captains and a couple of coaches, etc., to talk to. So this gives them a little bit more time as well. So, but they're paying all the money, the TV, so they can dictate a little bit of this sometimes. So that's if it does get signed off, which I think it will happen straight away in Vegas next week or this week.
Just going back to Tani, she says,
Yep.
I'm sure he'll come on. He's a great kid and player and a good kid. And she's missing him already. And even if he doesn't get on the field, he's done our family proud. 100% he has. And, you know, I can't wait to find out more about his journey, where he's from, you know, in the area and all that sort of stuff, and what he loves about rugby league, who his favourites are. And, you know, obviously, I don't know. I see that he's going to put on a bit more bulk and muscle too. I just get that feeling as well. And he's got a bit of a presence about him. So all the best.
Barber did that. Benny Barber did that. Remember, he bulked up a bit more, and then he started to become a lot stronger in defense as well. Yeah. Started to have a lot more one-on-one saves.
But then he went to the Broncos and bulked up too much, and it cost him everything.
That's not our problem. We only worry about what he does with the dogs.
Mal Cochran, the Manly player. Sorry, we've got to finish this.
Right.
He's from Taree. Our uncle is Mal Cochran. Yeah, so my mum used to love watching Mal Cochran play for Manly, and Mal was a goal kicker.
Played in the 87 grand final. 87 grand final off memory.
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously Trell Mitt would be a huge influence, being from Taree. So I don't know. I think Gas has met Trell a few times, maybe even spoke to him today, but anyway.
It's all right.
But I'm afraid Gas will get him hooked up, but he'll be afraid that Trell will steal him and take him to the Rabbitohs.
We'll just keep catching up on these chats, Michael, so we can get back to where we are.
All right, brother.
So James Formosa was saying the Dragons were the last team to arrive in Vegas. I don't know if it's nearly a week. I think some of them only just arrived on Thursday, so it's probably half a week. Yeah, maybe. Kalamatangi's helicopter ride, who knows? But yeah, I suppose that's if it wasn't for the Dragons, maybe Payne Haas wouldn't be going to the Rabbitohs, I guess. So if they hadn't let go of Keon, who knows?
Look, guys, the Dragons and their fan. I'll be on a Dragons podcast tomorrow, half an hour before this one starts. So I was on there last year, the Mad V podcast. So we're probably going to talk about, obviously, the team that gets named tomorrow, and I think they want me to talk a bit about Logan Spink. So I'll have a chat about him as well. But I will do a replay of that, and I'll post a replay of that on our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel.
Try not to let these guys see that you know more about their team than they do, please, mate. Come on. All right, that's all.
Yeah, I talked a little bit long last time, so they've sort of given me more of an itinerary to stick to. Because I was telling them that who they needed to put Flanagan to 14 and to put Damien Cook to 14 and start Flanagan at hooker and blah 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 if they wanted to do better, but there you go. Latrovic Tari played well on the weekend. He certainly did. Look, South can win the comp, guys. Don't let any. If your brain just thinks we've got them covered, I think the dogs defensively will make South Sydney have to execute really, really well. But Wayne Bennett has a way of simplifying things. And that side that was devoid of any sort of attacking ability against us last year, I think will be in a lot better position this year. You've heard it here. Okay. They'll make the 8, even unless they just have bad injury after, which they've had. You got to say. But yeah, no fear.
I'll say one thing. I really hope that AJ gets 2 tries in the next few weeks and has one try left for Good Friday, I reckon, guys, we can fill the stadium. We can get 75, 80,000. If AJ needs one try, it's basically going to be one try and everybody on the field. You can't stop it. I don't care how many security, if they're not going to let it happen, you can't stop it. So that would be something special, guys. You know, Ken Irvine's held that record for a long time. So if AJ's only 3 tries away from breaking that record, I think, irrespective of the game, we should be celebrating that as well, guys. It's a huge moment in rugby league. It's one of those ones that you'll say, I was there to see it. I'm excited for that as well. I'm looking forward to seeing him break the record. And I'm hoping that I'll be there when he does it as well. So even if it's not against the Bulldogs. So yeah, hopefully if he scores 2 tries in the next few games, he's got 1 more to go. Even if he doesn't, even if he's already got it, let's go down to that game and celebrate, guys, because that's going to be one of their first home games at Accor Stadium.
Yeah. I think I'm hoping that happens, and I hope we're up 38-0 when it does happen. And I could actually imagine Bulldogs fans holding AJ up and celebrating him. You know,
yeah,
that's how we roll.
He'll need a few of those Lionel Messi security guards to try to get out there quick, surround him. Those sprinters.
I wish I could, Mike, but I've just had to buy a new car and stuff. So, you know, it's all great buying a new car, but it's my work tool, you know. And yeah, things are a bit tight at the moment.
Mate, just drive down to Coffs Harbour, mate. I'll meet you there. I'll bring you the rest of the way, mate. Don't worry, mate. We'll figure it out. Come on. Just go halfway. Leave your car there at Coffs Harbour. We'll meet you halfway. Maybe a little bit further. Coffs Harbour's too close.
I've got plenty of family at Nambucca Heads.
There you go.
It's 20 minutes further.
Look, I'm sure there's someone along the way coming. They can just bring you. We'll keep bringing you closer, mate. It's all good.
So Elaine said that we'll send the winner's details to Elaine, so I'll be able to send them to her, and you can pick the shirt you want and the size from the Footy Head website. Make sure you're following Dogfather on Facebook, Footy Head on Facebook, Footy Head and Dogfather on Instagram as well, guys.
I'm guessing this is the name of your dog, James. Welcome, Pete.
Where's Pete? Can't even see Pete yet.
On your screen, mate. On your screen, buddy.
He's not on my screen.
No, you're frozen then. Sorry, Pete. We just caught up with you, mate.
There you go, Petey.
Just above Zreg, mate.
Zreg's $5. Oh, there he is. Sorry, mate. With all the action, it took a long time, but Gas, tell me, who's going to play? Who's going to be named tomorrow? Well, actually, before we do it, 26 players the Bulldogs have taken over there. Now, there was the 22 men squad. They extended it to 24, and they've actually paid for another 2 players to go. And that just comes back down to the meticulous preparation of Cameron Ciraldo. He wants them to have 13-on-13 contests, 2 fullbacks, 4 wingers, 4 centers, 4 second rowers, 6 props, 4 props, 2 hookers, 2 locks. Okay. 2 5/8s, 2 halfbacks. Sorry, I'm just a little bit, I have to say every word. Sorry. 13-on-13, going through their motions, going through their reps, going through their training, hitting each other hard, playing it like a real game, and other teams aren't doing that. How many staff have we taken over, Gas? Wasn't it 85 staff members, and the NRL
85.
NRL pays for 24.
Mhm.
Gas broke that news weeks and weeks ago, right?
December.
You know, yeah. So you hear that stuff here first. Like, not that it matters, but you know, they'll bring out all these articles and stuff. It's like you hear it here first. Most of the time, we're a little bit lucky and blessed sometimes with information that we're allowed to share.
We did it as a
And-
Vegas alert, if you guys remember. A Vegas alert, we said.
Yep.
Bulldog will be the first team in the 3 years to take their whole team, basically, and workforce. The only one that's done that so far, even this year. And they've obviously, off the back of all the success the Bulldogs have had and the record numbers, etc., they've rewarded their whole team, and they've paid for their flights and accommodation, and everything else is basically on them. So they don't get the whole treatment that the players get, but they get looked after. So it's a great reward if you're a Bulldog sort of employee, and it shows, as I said before, the Bulldogs are the true family club, guys. It's always been and always will be the true family club. And that's exactly what the management do. That's the culture that's in there at the moment. And as Michael said before, it's the destination place. Why everybody wants to go to the Bulldogs. It's now become the place that players want to come to. It's a real destination now for players to make something of their career. We've got a coach now that, knock on wood, is going to be one of those coaches that we talk about for a long time. And we've seen some examples of them. There's only a few of them. There's not many, but I strongly believe that, you know, he's only young and he's going to have an amazing career, and hopefully he stays with us and we have a long history. So we can add to those 8 premierships we've got. And maybe between now and the next 20 years, we can double that. Let's see.
That's it. Keep going, buddy.
Yep. So I'll just keep going through some of the chats, guys, so we can get back up to speed. So Timmy, you might be going out New South Wales Cup round 1, Saturday, the 7th of March. Yes. And don't forget, guys, on Friday, the 6th of March, the day before, the Bulldogs will be having their Ramadan iftar at the Belmore Sports Ground again, same as what they've done the last few years. So you can actually go online and get your ticket if you're a member. I don't think there's a cost to that. So we've already got our tickets. We'll be out there next Friday. So yeah, jump out there, and they put an amazing feed on. They have the guys come in. They're, you know, putting this beautiful barbecue grilled, you know, skewers and everything, and all the salads and drinks and everything. And there's a big prayer for those guys also on the field. So, and there's a few people talking out there as well. So it's a really good one for the community, multicultural setup. So jump on there if you're close and you want to go down. And usually there's a few players that come down there and support it. So I think some of those will be back from Vegas already. So they'll be already there. Last year, I think we had a couple, DCF and a few others. So see how we go this next week. Mike Cool. Mick should come down. Yes, we had a look at that one. So, yeah, we'll do a lap of honor for AJ, hopefully, as long as we win as well. Agree. Yes, Timmy. Yep, no worries, Elaine. We'll sort all that out. So, thanks a lot, everyone, also for your contributions today, and also this whole time that we've been doing this year, last year, etc. Everyone's been very generous with their support. Like I've said many times before, and Michael's mentioned as well, it's these things. They unfortunately they have to be funded in some way to keep these operational, to keep all these things we've got set up to get what we're doing. So thank you all for all your generous donations during the Luna Park setup. So yeah, I managed to get those funds, and that's all helped towards getting some new equipment, guys, to be able to do this a bit better. Previously, I had my AirPods to talk and no proper camera, so I felt like I was a kid sitting in the back of the class talking to you guys. So hopefully we're coming across nice and clearer now. just to give you guys a little bit more of a experience that you all deserve. And those days that we do that at Luna Park and those, they're just privileged days where if we're able to do something like that, to share it with everyone, then by all means, we'll continue to do what we can to give everyone that insight to the players. So yeah, what do you got now, Michael? You back? You're ready?
We're back. So look, thank you, brother. I've got my team scrolling along the bottom. That is, so it's 22 players, but our 18th man, as I've got to stipulate, is for a member. So there's 22 players is what the squad length will be. 90 minutes before the match, it'll be trimmed down to 19 players. I don't know how they'll probably only drop off. Well, the 90, it's a bit weird, isn't it? So they're going to just leave the 22-man squad all the way till 90 minutes before the game, or
they must.
They normally reduce it to 19 2 days before the game, don't they?
Yeah, but it might be now for us, for everyone, it might be two more than what it was before. So
they might have 25 players and cut it down to 21.
Well, whatever they've normally done, yeah. If they've done 19, they'll probably do 21 now, and then they'll cull it back to 21 on the day. So
there's only
19,
22.
sorry, on the day. 19 on the day, yeah.
So that means they drop one player off 2 days before.
Or in the case of a Vegas, they might leave the 22 until the last 90 minutes.
Yeah, because they only take 22 over there. Technically.
Technically.
Yeah. Even though we'll have a few more. So, look, guys, Tracy Carraz, Bronson Cherry playing right edge, right centre, Crichton left centre, Montoya left wing, Carraz right wing. I think that'll be good. Burton, Galvin, King, Haywood, Hughes. Kickow and Preston on the edge, Salmon and Mann doing their thing. Tupanua, Harry Hayes, Josh Curran, Sean O'Sullivan, Anari Tuala, Jake Turpin, AJ Jones, and Jonathan Sewer to round out the 22-man squad. That's what I believe it will be. Obviously, a chance for young Tay to be a part of that as well. And Cooper Toy as well has a chance to make that squad, being the 24 players that are there. The other two have come as to assist in the development of the team and running the reps and stuff. So with that, what are the possibilities for that 19-man squad? I've named it in the 19 that players that I think will actually be picked. I think O'Sullivan will get picked ahead of Jake Turpin. And the reason I say that is he can play hooker as well. You would say they'd want some cover there for Burton again. It just makes sense. Doesn't mean we saw Kurt Mann do a little bit of dummy half work. He's been doing some at training. And we saw him in the trial do a little bit late, even though it was rusty. So they'll be expecting to hold possession, play a tough game. And, if they need to replace Bailey, they can give Mann another run there. They can keep Salmon on. We saw him keep Salmon on for longer minutes. I think they will look to play Salmon and Mann for longer periods this year at different times in order to equate that. Now, if it gets to a situation where we're 65 minutes into the game, things are going well, they might say, okay, and there's no injuries and stuff, let's use Josh Curran, for example, or Harry Hayes or Satilli, whichever one of those three isn't a part of that first initial rotation. Obviously, if Hughes or King get a HIA or something like that early, we're then going to use three of those big boys on the bench, unless they then have another injury to like a Bailey Haywood or so many things are covered. Haywood goes down, we bring O'Sullivan on. One of the halves goes down, we bring O'Sullivan on. They'll make a choice. If we lose a centre? Do we bring O'Sullivan on and push Burton out into the centres? That could happen as well. But I really loved, if you go back and watch before Burton got injured, he was looking pretty fit. He was looking like, that game was going to do him the world of good. The next game he was going to be ready to go. That after getting that pass from Galvin and that beautiful ball to Kicks, that was sublime for that first try for Sula. And just having Burton and Critter and Kickow on that left edge, Montoya is going to get a lot more space than he previously got. And on the other side, you got Cherry and Carraz, who will work together like brothers. With Preston and Galvin, there's a lot happening on that side as well. You got Connor Tracy, who loves running that right edge, short side. Probably does the right side better than the left, to be honest. Where a lot of fullbacks like going the left-hand side, I've noticed. So, yeah, lots of options there. And I think we've still got an underrated back line, but one that I expect will deliver in absolute big amounts in both defence and attack in 2026. What's our latest comments?
Pete had a question for you, mate. It was saying Sam Hughes not your opening middle. Ciraldo has been impressed. I think he's in your team, isn't he? Is number 10?
Definitely there, Pete. You've just missed that one, brother. But it probably took me 25 minutes to say it. But yeah. Sam's starting, mate. He's starting the game. In my opinion, he'll be starting. Made that as a short last week too, that he'll be starting the game. I can't see any other. I think Sam showed when King and Sam Hughes dominated the Knights. The Knights will be better. Trey Mooney will make them a bit tougher in the middle, and they'll try and develop him as their big man. And I think they will play a lot better in Vegas against the Cowboys. Everyone's tipping the Cowboys, and they're writing articles about Marnie's made them a better team already, and blah 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 blah. I think he will make them a better team, both sides of the ball. But yeah, they've got to go out there and do it in a real game now, not just against two trials against reserve grade sides. So,
and Ponga will be back as well.
Go Tay, go Tani. Good to see you. Thank you so much.
See you, Tani.
He is a winner. He's already done more than most rugby league players will ever do in this country. He's already gone further. He's gone to Las Vegas. How proud.
Yes.
Go Pro 5 Tay. No, he's out, mate. Leo's out. He's out for 10 weeks.
Although, did you hear what James Graham said today?
What did he say?
He thinks it'll be less than 10 weeks.
To take the pressure off.
Maybe so the Dogs don't get the compensation.
Okay, Dykes. They said he's on target. He had got a bit of tinnitus. Or what's the word? Bit of inflammation around his knee and stuff because he just hadn't used it for so long, and then doing all the work and that. And that was to be expected. They're managing him, but I think he was saying he was looking to come back way earlier than that. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure he told you. He told you guys, didn't he?
Yeah, when I asked him, but a lot of them as well, they get very ambitious because they know that if the longer they get delayed to play, the more opportunity someone else will get, and then it might be harder for them to get back in that team. So a lot of them, they want to try to get back faster so they don't give up that spot that someone else might take. It happens that way. I think it happened at the Rabbitohs last year when Humphreys came in. Then it was hard to get. It's just the way it is. Sometimes you find it happens to players. So nobody wants to give up the spot that they might have. So let's see.
All right, people. Well, look, we're going to be on every day through the week, and the team will get announced tomorrow. It'll be Team Tuesday. It might actually not. There could be a chance it doesn't get named till Wednesday because so tomorrow night may not be Team Tuesday. I think the Dragons podcast tomorrow probably assumes it's going to be, tomorrow as well, but it may actually be Wednesday when it happens. But we will talk about the team once it's officially named, the 23, 24 or 22 players, that have to be named. And we'll break it down as much as we can. Any sort of news that comes through, we'll talk about. But I think now's a good time for me to talk about Jackson Topine. What do you think about that?
Let's go.
Before that, Timmy said he's really impressed with Jonathan Suhr and Tuala in the trials. Yep.
Yes.
Good shout out, Timmy. So Jackson Topine, I got I got lucky to get some information from someone I know, and they obviously not going to say whether it's from Bulldogs or wherever, or from, but if we care about mental health, whether someone hurts our club or not, we should be kind, guys. We should be beyond trying to tear someone down. He did love the club. I think he just got some bad advice into the legalities of it or whatever, but I think we can just be beyond all the rubbish. I wrote the article to suggest 4 positive things. 1, I'm so glad that this didn't progress, because the last thing I want to see is any club officials and people being just torn to shreds through litigation and stuff in our game because of these things, unless they're actual bullying and tormenting people and it's really provable. It's great for the Bulldogs players, and whether they're still at Canterbury or have gone to other clubs, that they don't have to be put in that position where they want to be those hostile witnesses. So it's great as a precedent that the game doesn't really have to deal with that as much. If there has been neglect to someone and it's led to a really bad outcome, I think, due process must take place. And precedence, to me, is a dirty word when it comes to investigating things on their merits for the right reasons. The other good point is it's obviously good for Canterbury, can move on. And the other shining light that come out of it is strongly believe that Jackson Topine will play with the Rabbits in reserve grade. Obviously, it's a long way back, and it's an opportunity. It wouldn't be costing very much. I'm pretty sure of that. New South Wales Cup players can get contracts, under 10 grand. Some of them not much more than that. So I wouldn't suggest it's he's done well out of this situation financially. In fact, I think it would have gone the other way. And he gets the opportunity. Every time I shook his hand a couple of times, getting autographs and photos and whatever else. Really good guy, always interacted with the people and the fans really well. So I think remember him like that. We weren't there. We didn't watch. Now, look, at the end of the day, I had huge issues with what I heard being called bullying and stuff. I had a massive issue with that. And especially when I think about sacrifice and what our diggers do for us, which is why I'm doing my walk. So I won't be soft around that. But people's mental health is still individual to them, and they can be suffering mental health, but it doesn't mean, and that may magnify in their mind what was happening. But yeah, call a spade, even though I wasn't there. From everything that I heard from all sides, I just think it was dead in the water from day one. Good outcome. And yeah, so hope he gets to resurrect his career and do well. Bulldogs get to move on. Everyone gets to move on. End of story. No more talk. I did the article on Dogfather Media. Also did it for Zero Tackle, and it's funny how all the other media and pages and stuff are just reporting it like they broke the news, and reporting it. Some of the headlines I saw today was just seconds after. What was one headline? Just seconds after dropping the case against the Bulldog, Topine has been signed by the Rabbitohs. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Obviously, they would have been talking about this stuff, and there would have been, some conversations about, let's get things back on track. If you come to, I'm sure if he's going when they're talking to him, we've got to have your mind free. Probably don't want to have a case going. It was pretty well known a couple of months ago that the case was struggling. So obviously they would have just come to the decision that, I know you feel an injustice has been done, but you can see he's sort of come onto social media again and been doing a couple of things, and you can see he's still fit. So he's starting to get his head right. Obviously he's worked on his mental health side of things. He's getting his belief back. And he'd need to go if he's going to go and play at a club, he'd need to have no distractions. So I'm sure that they were all aware of that way before it was announced. And people like to make out like things like the Payne Huss coming to the Souths, for example, would have just happened in a moment. I'm sure there was weeks, months potential of back and forth a little bit. Maybe it happened a bit faster than that, but who knows? But everyone acts like it's, like there's no communication. But, it's definitely good for the NRL, Gas, that we've got no precedents and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's very important because I think not just for NRL, I think him dropping the case is important for all sport in Australia.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about the top of their field here. These are elite players that play, and the training regimes they have to go through, they're all like at the highest level. To play at that level, you have to train that way. So anything that, let's say there was something to do with mental health, which is fine, but potentially what may have happened in the wrestling and whatever may have just aggravated something that was happening anyway. And then obviously someone said, oh, no, you have to do something. So whatever has happened. But the players that were there, they all saw it. They've all experienced it. They've all dealt with it the same way themselves. They go, well, hang on a sec. Nothing that we did was wrong. So that's why there was a big reluctance from these players to go out and testify, because they said, well, nothing we did was wrong. Like, okay, if he's got these issues, okay, let's deal with those issues. They're separate. But if this was to come out and then there was a deterrent to how players could train, etc., this would have jeopardized all sport in Australia, because then, like Michael said, there is a precedence. It's locked in. So every player that will straight away have an adverse reaction to something that happens, put their hand up, oh, that's it. I'm having a challenge. I'm a problem. This is right. And they know that there's a precedence been set. So it was very important that sort of, unless there was something legitimately done, I mean, there's 30, 40 people always at a training session when this is happening as a minimum. I mean, for those who came the other day, you see how many people are at these training sessions. It's not isolated. It's not a few people. So for something to happen, it would happen in a bad way. Everyone would be aware of it. Everyone would say, "How you can't do that? You can't." And he turned up the next day. It didn't happen till a bit after that. So yeah. So I think the right things happened in that instance where he's dropped the case. Obviously, like Michael said, potentially had some wrong people in his ear trying to challenge some things, and it didn't go that way. So he's hopefully a lot better now for him to be considering moving forward. He's obviously got himself in a better position. So let's hope that he does well wherever he goes and whatever he does. And everyone who's there, when they talk about him, they should be talking about him in a positive way, because people who have any challenges, mental health, etc., it's not an easy thing to deal with. If anyone knows anyone who's dealt with it before, it's not an easy thing to deal with. And it's something sometimes it's out of your control, how you feel, how you react. So everybody needs to just slow it down, have a little bit of compassion for these people. It's a moment in time that you deal with these things and then you move forward. And then you just move on. So, and hopefully you get the right people around you to support you and talk to you and work you through it. And then off you go. So, and you shouldn't keep these things to yourself. If someone has an issue, talk to the people that care about you and get some assistance, get some help, whatever you need. And I'm sure that's what's happened to Jackson, and for him to be now, actively potentially looking to play again. Well, then hopefully something's happened in his life where he is ready to move on. So everyone should just get on the back of that, support him and move on. That's it. That's sort of how I feel about that, Michael.
Beautiful. Thanks for that, mate. Last 2 points on that is, I also made the notion that the Bulldogs and many clubs now are spending a lot more money. And this has been something they've gradually increased over the last 5 years, and it's just and they're investing more in it. And that's around mental health. The reason I'm doing my walk is for mental health. I'm trying to raise money to support the group of guys, especially, and women, that are most likely to commit suicide. People in our services. Okay, so that's what we're doing it. The club, it's our club and other clubs are investing heavily, getting more and more staff into mental health as well. So to me as a fan, to go out there, look, I found it hard not to laugh at some of the comments, but because that's just the larrikin in me and whatever, but we really should be understanding that whether we agreed that he's betrayed the club or whatever, it doesn't make you more of a man or more of a supporter to just hang complete shit on the guy now. Let's let him get on with his life and we'll get on with ours, and we look forward to the next game, and that'll be it. And he could have been a future leader, and he still might. But, I was more critical on Josh Reynolds' day, but that was obviously after it had happened, see? So I wasn't aware at the time, but I was angry that a player in our club would let in 3 soft tries. Didn't matter who they were. It hurt me as a fan that Josh Reynolds wasn't sent off better in a game where I felt we're competing really well in every element of the game, but let in 3 of the softest tries I've ever fucking seen. And we lost by that amount in the end at Belmore. That pissed me off. But thanks, Timmy, for reading the article. I go out there and read it, people. Read the whole thing about it. The other thing was, Buzz Rothfield. This just shows you how grubby some of the media are, that they want to hold on to that. 1, because it's Canterbury. 2, because, because he wants to, have these stories to blow up so that as him doing his job, he's getting all the attention, because that's what it's about. He's just doing his job, right? And him talking about the spew buckets and shit. Then you listen to Braithen Astor talk about spew buckets. It's like you wear that with pride. I spewed in plenty of buckets when I come to the club, and I turned up for training the next day because I was a Bulldog right then and there. That to be a Bulldog, you had to work until you nearly died and turn up the next day for more and ask for more. That's the standard that we set. And it's funny that what I love hearing, I'm starting to hear now from some players that are Canterbury and left that are, I know there's a lot of lip service around. It's the toughest preseason ever and blah, blah, blah. But I'm actually hearing about it. The common denominator when you hear about players that have played for the Bulldogs is that our training standards were the highest and the hardest. And they set the benchmark. And the best of anything is the people that set the benchmark, that change the way a game is played, that set new standards. they're your best players, right? They're your best teams, your best coaches. They're the ones. And the Bulldogs led the way in that. And they've got that aura back about them. Okay. There's already players who have going out of our system. So when I sit there and I see Topine going to South, and then there's, Dufty, who was at the Bulldogs for a bit, he's there now and looks like someone who's experienced and knows when to hold them and when to fold them a little bit better, plus has all the attributes, the speed, the fitness, all that sort of shit to be a really dominant NRL fullback. David Fafita on a reduced salary. Brandon Smith on a reduced salary. They're paying us on the same salary as he was offered from Brisbane. And then young Bulldogs players like Geordie Mazzoni made the most tackles I've seen a winger make in any game, even if it was a trial. And young Maxim will Afawalo, and there'll be more, right? We had Ryan Gray go there a couple of years ago and play first grade for South. He was in that 2018 SG Ball Grand Final that the Bulldogs lost to the Penrith Panthers, Averillo, all those players against Burton, yada, 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 Crichton. We had some good juniors there playing the best juniors. And a lot of those players are in our club now from that side, right? And we nearly had Lenu as well, who was another one. So the point I'm making there is that these clubs like Souths aren't just taking our players because they've got a chip on their shoulder and they want to prove the Bulldogs wrong. Maybe that's part of it to get them that little bit of extra motivation. But they're picking up players that are from good systems that understand that they want to tackle, that the expectation of the Bulldogs is that you hold your line and make tackles for set after set after set. And you've seen that. The Bulldogs are repelling teams for longer periods of time. That's why we're the best defensive side. And players who have knowledge of that system coming through, whether they're nailing it or not, are going to have that grounding that defense is important. And that's going to put them in good stead. And that's why they're getting the opportunities, because they're coming from a system that's considered one which will produce the right type of NRL footballers. And they all won't reach those heights. Don't get me wrong. They're not all going to reach it, but some will. And some will do quite well. Now, we will see that. We will become a club, even though we've only got 3,000 juniors, we will become a club that provides NRL clubs with depth and future NRL players. And we couldn't say that for a long, long time. So that's all I've got to say about that.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
So Pete was saying he enjoyed the article. A good outcome for all, and he was never going to win. He's found a place moving forward. And Tim left a very Tim said he's had to suffer through some depression and severe anxiety. And he agrees it's important to provide support to those struggling with mental health. Find ways to encourage and support each other. Absolutely, guys. There's a lot of people. I think if you also listen to that new pack mentality where Aaron Warburton spoke about mental health as well, and he said he suffered some things himself, and you have to rely on those people that are close to you to get you through that as well. That there's also other people, there's also hotlines, there's people you can talk to as well. There's a lot of foundations. Are you okay? There's a lot of things there that there's support available now. Times have changed where 20 years ago, if a guy was saying there's something wrong with him, then people thought there was something wrong with him, not something wrong with him. So it was a different case. Now people acknowledge and realize that there is potential issues, and they're there to support people with that and help them through. Yeah. Brian, welcome. You're here to see the final run to the finish line. Well done.
Go back and watch it from the start, brother.
Thankfully, it's not going to be lost on you, and we'll be here all week this week leading up to the Doggies game. So something to watch tomorrow and listen to when you're probably driving to work or whatever you want to do. So, and don't forget, Michael, you need to get together your spin the wheel soon so we can figure
doing
out
that now, buddy.
There we go, mate. See, he's on the ball, guys. He's always on the ball. It's all good. Michael's got it covered. So anyone knows what was the most exciting thing we saw on the trials this week, other than obviously that absolutely destructive run for the Tigers for that try? Anything else? Anyone stand out? Yeah, there was a few good games out there, but well, obviously earlier, if you were there, we spoke about Cleary getting off. For those who don't know, Cleary's free to play now. He's not suspended for a few weeks, which also means he's going to be okay to potentially win the Daily M's. Now, there is one more thing I will say, guys. For some of you, you may have seen some articles around in regards to the Canterbury jersey with the new logo, and someone saying that they washed it in cold water and the logo fell off, etc. I can safely say, like, the logos that we've got are the same as the logos we've got from last year's jersey, the same sort of material they've stuck on, and it's just a heat applied to those. There is a recommendation, guys, that you wash these inside out. It's just a precaution. Wash them inside out, but yeah, potentially it might have been the heat might not have applied to that at whatever time it was applied, wherever it was in whichever country that it was generated. It's just one of those things, but it's the same methodology they're using. So it doesn't matter whether it's this logo or the last one, the 90-year one. They use the same system on the same jerseys. So if you've had a bit of bad luck with that coming off, then just probably wash those inside out, and we'll go from there. And Joby, yep, thank you for reinforcing that, mate. Mental health is really important. So obviously it's for those of you who are aware of all that information, it's anyone who needs help, if you haven't got someone close, reach out to me. I'm happy to have a chat with you. It's all good, guys. So Timmy, you're saying that the Roosters and Eels game was entertaining. Yes, it was. Game of two halves. I think they needed another goal kicker in that second half, but they managed to score enough tries to get the win, which was good. So that was good stuff for the Eels. I think if you'll see if the Bulldogs, the Eels, the Dragons, and the Rabbitohs, if they're going well in the NRL, the rugby league is in an amazing place. It's already the Bulldogs have outdone every other team in New South Wales from a membership perspective. So we're targeting 40,000 memberships this year. So hot off what we did last year. So that's going to be the most of any NRL team in New South Wales. Only team that's got more than that is basically, the team that won the grand final last year, which has a very big advantage, being in a state basically on its own in that space. And all the other teams around them are basically either North Queensland or the Dolphins, who've got their own loyal base, etc. But it's a big thing. So we need to make sure that we get to that 40,000 guys. It will be a huge achievement for the Bulldogs. We've already broken all the records last year, and we're going to hopefully break those records again this year. So let's see how we go with that, and yeah, keep getting those over the line. So Belmore Sports Ground, Tim, I'm guessing you're referring to the game at Belmore Sports Ground. So Bulldogs versus Dragons, 2:15 p.m. on Saturday, the 7th of March. So there is a good chance that I will be there, Tim, yes, especially since we're going to be starved of some games until we have to travel to Canberra. So, yes, there's a good chance you'll see myself and Aki there with the banner, mate. So for those of you come out and see the team. They'll be back from Vegas, and some of those that don't play in Vegas will more than likely get a start there as well.
All right, let's go. Timmy, keep some stuff for the next 4 days, brother. If you can make it on, that'd be wonderful. Not sure what days you're working and stuff and what nights. I think you said you're moving back to days or something. I I get lost.
We're here all week, Timmy. We're here all week, mate.
We're here all week, brother. But I love it, mate. Love it. Lots of things to talk about, Timmy. Joby's going to the Canberra game round 3.
Mate, we'll tee
Thursday
up,
night.
mate. We'll stand together, mate. We'll tee it up, buddy.
All right, these footy head shirts, guys. So look, I'm about to do the random draw. We've got 6 people in it. If you want to go into the draw, you've got 2 minutes to do a super chat for however much you want. But the newest shirts are the Dogs of War shirt here, and they've also got the Fins Up one.
Blow that up.
My favorite though is the favorite one I really love is Under the Cap.
Oh.
So you wear that to South Leagues Club, hang out there.
No, you wear that to the Roosters, mate. You got
Roosters and Souths, mate.
Nick Politis, mate. Nick Politis.
You go Akeem Huss. Yeah, they get him under the cap. There you go. That's what I mean. Like I love social media about how biased it is against the Bulldogs, though. Like they'll say the Bulldogs have announced the signing of a 19-year-old halfback from Parramatta, and the comment will be, "Oh, obviously they got the sombreros going well in Belmore." Like the kid, they've signed him to play Harold Matts or SG Ball. Or Jersey Flag, and yeah, the comments that come out, it's just hilarious.
Go back up to that other one, mate. Keep going up a bit. Go back to that other Bulldog one. Keep going. Stop. Oh, no, keep going. Yeah, that one there. Yeah, blow that one up, will you? There we go, guys. How good's that? Look at that.
Now, guys, 3X. I'm wearing a 3XL now, which is like a 7XL as far as O'Neill's jerseys go, and a 5XL for normal sort of bloke. So if you're a 4XL, you could wear this easily. But yeah, nice big shirts.
Great material, guys. Really good, comfy fits as well. Really nice.
Yeah, and look, they're printed shirts. If you want the prints to last, you don't put them in the dryer and stuff like that. So. Beautiful shirt. So look, if anyone wants to g'day Anthony, how you going, mate?
G'day, Anthony.
Anyone, and Anthony, I think I was watching some posts from Anthony. He's been out on a cruise. Are you still out in the cruise, mate? Been enjoying watching that? You're relaxing, having a good time out in the cruise. So I do keep an eye on your socials if you do add me.
Looks like he was on his way home there, mate, standing at Circular Quay up the top there in the station.
Oh, was he?
Oh, right, no, just looking at the photo.
So, Anthony, if you want one of these beautiful shirts, you can donate to the Super Chat within the next 60 seconds, and you'll go into the draw.
So, just to give you guys a heads up, usually if we hit $50 for the night, we give away something. So tonight we've already hit the 50, but anyone who's in that goes in the running now. Michael's going to spin the wheel shortly. If anybody donates any more money, they'll also go into the prize to try to win one of these shirts that Elaine has generously donated for us today, guys. So it's a very good thing across everyone. So thank you for that, Elaine, and thank you for all those who've donated today. But if anybody wants to jump on there now, then you got 45 seconds to go.
Beautiful. All right, and then we will get cranking, and we'll do that every day, guys. We will do it every day. Once we get over, go back on the 14th, first day back at work. Oh, damn it.
Valentine's Day you got back. Oh.
No good, mate. No good.
Oh, he must have got back to work today. Fair enough.
All right, guys. So what did we end up with tonight? $55. So $5 will actually go into tomorrow. I always count it over. Before we do the draw, Andy Sage. Oh, Mike Calls put $1 in. Well done, brother.
Snuck it in.
No, I love it, Mike. I love it.
Thanks, Mike. See, guys, it doesn't have to be much. It all helps.
It all helps. Look, I know, Pete. Never donated before, and you're like, well, it's gonna feel good. Doesn't matter, mate. I know Mike's actually he's about the same age as Jethro over in Akama. I went to school with him same year. He says Jethro went from being about 5'3" to 6'80",
5.
6'85" in about 18 months or something. So
Wow.
and then now we got Jope Rook, who played quite well in SG ball. But we'll knock it off there. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to share the wheel now in a moment. We're going to present this screen. Spin that wheel. Come play me some drum rolls now, Gas. Come on. Do it again.
Oh,
He's done again.
Andy's got the option. Andy's got the option to take the prize or to ask us to spin again. What do you want to do, Andy? It's your call, mate.
It's your call, Andy.
Andy,
you want the shirt?
You want the shirt? You want to spin again, mate? Your call, Andy. There you go.
Andy wants the shirt.
Andy's got the shirt.
So send me a message of your size. If you're like,
choose the shirt. Choose the shirt as well and everything. Yeah.
So what size did you choose, Gas?
Extra large.
And you're normally a large or extra large?
Extra large was good. Yeah, it was a good size.
Fit good. All right.
Fit good. Really good fit. See you, Joby.
Night, JB. I love the medium shirt. Beautiful. All right. Well, you tell us. You go to Footy Ed. Tell us what shirt you want, buddy. And
send a message to Michael, Andy. Let him know what you want, mate. We'll sort it out. But we'll be doing this every night, guys. So different prize every night. See how we go. We'll figure it out.
We'll get Elaine. We'll get her to send it straight from Footy Head.
Yep.
To wherever you are. Oh, he's buff. He's nearly as buffed as I am, mate. Well done, Andy. I reckon 8:30 tomorrow night, guys. I'm gonna might be cooking a lamb roast tomorrow beforehand.
And get you off the other podcast, mate.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna do that as well. So I might have this one set to go and just hit go and have gas going if I'm going a bit overboard with the Dragons people.
No.
All right. Guys. Great night, everyone.
All good, guys.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Have a good night.
If any news that comes out, anything we hear about, we'll share it here. We've got a few Bulldogs. If you stay on here for a few more seconds, a couple of Bulldogs with some things to say. But thank you very much, people.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Go the Dogs.
Yo, what up, guys? Want to give a massive shout out to All Things Bulldogs. If you guys haven't watched their podcast, check them out. Let's go.
Hey guys, Tuesday nights, All Things Bulldogs podcast. Make sure you get onto it. Go the Doggies.
Shout out All Things Bulldogs. Every Tuesday night, mate. Every Tuesday night. All Things Bulldogs, mate.
All Things Bulldogs, YouTube, Tuesday night.
Tuesday
night.
That's it. Every week, mate.
All Things Bulldogs. Big shout out. Up the Doggies.
Every Tuesday night we do a podcast, mate. We're big supporters, mate. All Things Bulldogs. Yeah. Josh.